Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. It is Monday, October the 3rd, 2022. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel and subscribing. Okay, and today I'm going to speak about something that God has put in my heart and also convicted me about. I don't know what to do about this, but if He's convicting me about this, because there are things that we do on a day-to-day basis that sometimes we don't even realize, right? And you have to um ask God for forgiveness of your sins, and just be always in this attitude of, God, reveal to me if there's something that I'm doing on my day-to-day life that is not good, at your side. Like, it's something that I'm doing that is really bad, and I don't even realize it because it's such a routine. Okay, so I know people are gonna get perhaps offended by this and they're gonna say it's nothing, doesn't mean anything. Let me just tell you something, okay? Um, Let me just tell you something. I feel like a lot of the majority of us would do it, right? We go to church on Sunday, right? Sunday was created. We go to church. I mean, I've done this since I was like a little girl in the Dominican Republic growing up, right? Because church has been such a big part of my life. Thanks be to God for that, right? So what do we do after we go to church on Sunday? A lot of the times, if we can afford it, we end up going to a restaurant out to eat, right? And one thing is to be like, I don't know what these people do, I don't know where they come from, but I love how they cook, so I don't really care, right? But sometimes things are so in our face and we don't question it. We don't question it. We're so distracted, but perhaps by being hungry, right? If the service is too long and if it's on a Sunday that's kind of like dreary, like rainy, and we just want to get this food, go home and crash for the rest of the day. We went to church, we feel great, all of that, right? And it becomes such a routine. What I'm speaking today about is this, right? And I know it we never I don't even know how to put it, and this isn't by any means attacking a particular nation or a particular type of a cultural whatever, right? I'm not trying to say, I'm just bringing this to everybody's attention, and because God had put this in my heart, and I will, the way that He put this in my heart, I'm like, oh, I was actually there picking up food, and I'm just waiting for my food, right? And I look over, I'm like, I see this thing every other one that I go to, I see this thing, right? So here's the thing, right? I'm speaking about the Chinese food, right? Yeah. Tell me the last time you saw a commercial for a Chinese food. I'm not even talking about the commercial. I have to say that because there's something quite peculiar, I guess you can say, about this whole Chinese restaurant business, right? We never see advertisement for them, right? Like this big, they're known, I guess, a lot of them, they're known for buffet style restaurant, right? And we all love buffet. We like to have options, okay? And like I said, a lot of time we're so distracted because if you go to a buffet, you don't go there if you're not like 100% hungry, right? If they're expensive, so you make sure that when you're gonna sign up to go eat at a buffet, especially Chinese, you're very hungry, right? I have seen church gatherings at Chinese buffet. I have seen birthday parties, all of that, right? But here's the thing though, the thing that is so in our face, and because we're so distracted by being hungry, right? We don't even pay attention to it. Like I told you guys, when God convicted me of this, and I don't know what to think of it, right? I was just staring at this thing. Yeah, I was so hungry, I proceeded to kind of ignore it. It's almost like when you see something and you're like, I don't even want to get involved because I have things to do. I don't even want to, deal with it. So all of us have seen it. People don't want to talk about this, but we've seen the altar that they have. We've seen the altar that all of the Chinese food, 100% guarantee you, they all have by the entrance, somewhere in the entrance area, visible, this altar, okay, made up for Buddha. And we've seen it. We've seen the little bats with the Buddha in the center and the candles and all of that. So we all seen it. Some of them put like an orange inside of it, right? And let me tell you, before you guys put comments and say, you shouldn't be eating Chinese food anyways, that's not the point here, okay? Don't miss this big point. Because creating an altar is a big deal, okay? We go and spend 3 hours in church worshiping God and glorifying God and all of that. Yet we go and serve the altar of Buddha by participating at a Chinese buffet. And here's the thing, right? I'm not trying to ban Chinese buffet, nothing like that. But the other reason that God wanted me to speak about this is this, right? So Hobby Lobby, we all know that craft store that everybody knows they're Christian. It's almost like saying that Chick-fil-A owners are not Christian, right? Because the foundation of Chick-fil-A is, based on, we close on a Sunday, we don't work the day of the Lord, all of that stuff, right? So Hobby Lobby is known for doing something similar like that. They know that the owners of Hobby Lobby are Christians, right? And they take a stand, okay? Especially in times like this, they're taking a stand, okay? So Hobby Lobby was just trending now on Twitter, right? And I'm like, what is trending for? What are they, what's happening? So the reason the Hobby Lobby is trending, and this goes by the reason that I'm speaking about this being a small business owner too. These are things that are I guess so in our faces, yeah, we choose to ignore it. And it's almost like the way we ignore it, we don't even realize that we're doing it, right? So Hobby Lobby was trending because a group of people were talking about banning Hobby Lobby, and this happened like every other day, right? They want to ban My Pillow, right? That company, and because of everything, I don't want to get into it. And then they want to ban Hobby Lobby, right? Because of the religious view, right? You never see a Christian saying, a group of Christians saying, we're going to ban the Chinese buffet, because every time I go to a Chinese buffet restaurant, I see an altar to Buddha, and why don't we live in that? Because we're so quick to say, yes, we live under grace, and we say things like, I pray before my food, I don't care. That's true. But let me just tell, I still feel like there's something off with this thing, right? These people, like I said, I'm not trying to attack anybody, right? They're not even hiding it. They put it right at the front, okay? They put it right at the front in a very visible area. We all seen that little altar that they have, okay? And then you see that this type of restaurant style, right? They don't even like advertise. And I think, I'm not trying to sound like, I don't know, the I don't do like reports on, advertising, nothing like that. But we see like there's a couple of them where I live, and you see like when you go on a Sunday, man, after church, rest assured you're gonna see people from the church there. We pack it up every Sunday. We pack it up, yeah. We go in, they serve great food, but we also see the altar, right? And what else God speaks about idols in the Bible, right? That's in the Bible. Yeah, we do it so like a routine that because we're so hungry we don't even care. It's like I was staring at the thing. Like I was just staring at it, and I'm like, I can't wait for my food. Like I was so hungry. Right? So, are we gonna be tracing back are we going to be tracing back to every brand that we choose to support, like when it comes to clothing? All I'm saying is this, right? People that like my whole thing behind this video is this: why is it like a group of people are so quick to ban a company like Chick-fil-A and Happy Lobby because they're taking a stand about Jesus and God, and saying, we're gonna close on a Sunday, and we don't believe in homosexual marriage and all of that. We're taking a stand. Then you have people like banning the. I'm not going like I don't care. Like people, they might say I don't care how good Chick-fil-A is. I don't like what they're doing, so I'm not gonna believe in it. We Christians, right? And this is why God just brought this to my attention about that verse when, He said to Peter, "You're gonna deny me 3 times." We're so quick to deny Jesus. Like we don't take a stand. Okay, there's so many other places that we can go to eat, right? Yeah, we see it. We don't believe in Buddha. We don't support idol worshiping either. And we're like, yes, a table for three, please. We're so quick to, here's our money, our hard-earned money. Feed our bellies with the food that you prepare, making this business up to Buddha, giving it all to Buddha, right? Because you obviously support Buddha. You're not hiding it either. Okay, you're not hiding it. But we're so hungry, we're not going to take a stand. We really don't care. And that's the problem that I see now. And I feel like, let me tell you, I love Chinese food too. Like, don't think I'm just gonna be like, don't think that I'm just like, okay, I stopped eating Chinese food last month, so I'm gonna make a video about this to go against it. That's not the point. Okay, like I said, God revealed this to me. How quickly we're so quick to support something, even though we see it that is completely against God, right? You know, I'm not saying that Chinese food is evil. I'm not saying anything like that. So please don't be leaving comments about the food in general. That's not what I'm saying. Don't be trying to say Chinese food this, Chinese food that. That's not the point of this video. The video is this, that there are things that we see in a Chinese restaurant and we completely ignore it because we are so hungry. So we don't care. Like, they can have a picture of Satan. That's the thing. We see a Buddha and we don't care because we're hungry. And they're not even hiding it. Like, what if it's a little picture of this and we're like, oh, that's what they do. We don't get involved with that. Yeah, Hobby Lobby and other companies that they can stand for Christ. The people who don't agree with God, right? Because this company are taking a stand against, abortion, all of that stuff. People in the world are like, I'm not shopping there anymore. And we Christian, we're like, yeah, whatever, that's what they do. I don't care. I live under grace, so whatever. And then God, like I said, God just brought that verse to me where he says to Peter, you're going to deny me 3 times. We do it like that. We go and be a Christian, and we leave the church after being a Christian and a Sunday morning in the church, right? And then we drive 10 minutes to the Chinese buffet and we could care less what they're worshiping, what this food is built on, what this restaurant is, foundation is. We could care less. We're hungry. Who cares, right? There's something off with that, okay? So let me know what you guys think, right? Like I said, it's not about, don't be trying to put some stuff that they put in the menu, nothing like that. I'm speaking about that altar, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce today, altar that we see at every Chinese restaurant. You can't miss it. It's not like these people are hiding it either. You can't miss it. It's right there, right? So let me know what you think. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Don't forget also, I gotta say this, right? Side note, I'm doing a fundraising for everybody affected by the Hurricane Ian and Fiona. You can, if you want to support my store, I don't even know, right? Speaking about supporting businesses, like I said, I'm donating a percentage to all the sales to people affected by the family affected by Hurricane Fiona and Hurricane Ian. This ends this Friday, so you have 5 days, right? The link is in the bio, or you can visit www.JulissaDesigns.store. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. God bless. For coming back to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and share this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. God bless. Hi everybody, this is Julissa. I'm here to invite you to my podcast, Julissa Designs, and it can be found on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can join me every day as I make episodes of the latest news, real life stories, and I also share my favorite Bible verse. Hope to see you then. God bless.